Have you ever imagined a place where the rules of love and marriage are completely dictated by women? Yes, that's right, the women are in charge. These rules are entirely different from the ones we know. It may sound like something from another world, but it's very real. In the heart of Africa, among the vast savannas of Namibia, lives a fascinating people, the Himba. This tribe has unique customs that will challenge everything you think you know about relationships. Hello and welcome to the Enigma Vision channel. In this video, you'll discover how Himba women have the freedom to choose multiple lovers, a practice that is accepted and respected within their culture. Stick with us, because what you're about to see will surprise you and open your eyes to the diversity of our world. Before we start, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content like this. The Himba are a semi-nomadic people living primarily in the Kunene region of northwest Namibia, an area known for its arid, desert landscapes. They move from place to place in search of pasture for their herds, but they also have fixed settlements where they live in community. Visually, one of the first things that stands out about the Himba is their unique appearance. They cover their skin and hair with a red paste made from butter, fat, and ochre, called ojais. This paste not only serves an aesthetic purpose, but is also an important protection against the harsh sun and common insect bites in the region. But ojais is more than just a practical solution. It carries deep cultural significance, connecting the Himba to the earth and reinforcing their bond with nature. Now, let's dive deeper into the origins of this practice. Ojais is carefully prepared using local ingredients that Himba women learn to gather and to make from a young age. This knowledge is passed down from generation to generation, part of the cultural heritage that defines the Himba identity. Let's take a closer look at daily life among the Himba. They are cattle herders, and cattle play a central role in their lives, both economically and socially. Himba women take on a crucial role in society, being responsible for many daily tasks such as milking cows, caring for children, and building houses. Meanwhile, the men are in charge of herding and other duties outside the home. Cattle are not just a source of livelihood, but also a symbol of status and wealth within the tribe. Economic transactions, such as the payment of dowries in marriage, are often conducted using cattle, reinforcing the importance of these animals in Himba life. Even in the face of modern influences, such as contact with tourists and the arrival of new technologies, the Himba continue to keep their traditions alive. They balance the old with the new in a way that preserves their cultural identity, something many communities around the world struggle to achieve. This commitment to their roots is something that deeply impresses those who encounter them. Now, let's explore the most intriguing aspect of Himba culture, their views on marriage and relationships. Among the Himba, polygamy is common, but what surprises many outsiders is that it's not only men who can have multiple partners. Himba women also enjoy this freedom, even if they are already married. This is accepted and respected within the community and is part of a social system that values individual freedom and collective harmony. Marriage among the Himba is typically arranged, often when the bride and groom are still very young. However, extramarital relationships are viewed as natural and offer women a way to explore other emotional connections. This system may seem radical to those from societies where monogamy is the norm, but among the Himba, it helps maintain social cohesion. This freedom in relationships is also tied to an interesting practice of collective parenting. Among the Himba, parenthood is not seen as the sole responsibility of the biological parents. Children are cared for by several adults within the community, creating a strong sense of mutual support and cooperation. This also gives women more freedom, knowing that their children are well cared for regardless of where they are or who they are with. For the Himba, this communal structure is crucial for survival in such a harsh environment as the Namibian desert. Every tribe member has a clear and defined role, which facilitates coexistence and helps avoid conflict. Let's shift focus and talk about fashion and appearance among the Himba. In such a challenging environment as the desert, Himba clothing is made from goat and cattle hides, perfectly adapted to the arid climate. These garments are not only practical, offering protection from the sun and wind, but they also carry deep cultural meaning. Himba clothing is meticulously crafted, reflecting the artisanal skills passed down from generation to generation. The women in particular wear skirts and upper body coverings made from soft hides, often adorned with beads and shells. These decorations are not just for show, but carry specific meanings related to social status, age, or significant life events. Each piece of clothing tells a story, showcasing the skill and tradition of Himba artisans. Now, let's give special attention to their hairstyles. Among the Himba, hairstyles are a visual language that communicates age, marital status, and social roles. Boys and girls wear braids that indicate their youth and unmarried status. As Himba people grow older, their hairstyles change to reflect new stages of life. Married women, for instance, wear more elaborate braids covered in ajais, reinforcing their identity and status within the community. Another fascinating aspect of Himba life is the smoke bath. In a region where water is scarce, Himba women have developed an ingenious practice to maintain hygiene: the smoke bath. This ritual is more than just a waterless alternative. It's a fundamental part of the culture and identity of Himba women. The process begins by heating a small fire with aromatic herbs and medicinal plants inside a container. The women then lean over the smoke, covering themselves with a cloth to trap the vapor. The smoke not only cleanses the skin and acts as a natural deodorant, but also helps protect against insects and maintain health. After the smoke bath, they apply ajais to their skin and hair, reinforcing the connection between hygiene practices and aesthetic care while protecting their skin from the sun and insect bites. This daily self-care routine also reflects the value the Himba place on preserving their traditions, even in a world where many cultures are abandoning ancestral practices. The Himba are a fascinating example of how different cultures can have vastly different views on universal themes like marriage, love, and community. They show us that there are many ways to live and love, and that each culture has its own values and ways of seeing the world. These customs, no matter how different they may seem, are part of a social system that works for them, creating a strong and cohesive community. The resilience of the Himba in keeping their traditions alive in a constantly changing world is something we can all admire and learn from. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Himba culture, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a like. It helps us continue bringing you more fascinating content like this. And of course, we want to hear from you. Share your thoughts and comments below. We're excited to hear what you thought of this video. See you next time.